us. Of course, in the top left corner of Habitation Station, the map with the gold base, we find player. Oh, sorry, I was going to say Optimus for playing for AT Gaming, of course, one of their staple players.
In the top right, from Team Grubby, sponsored by BenQ and Twitch, it's Grubby.
Yeah, Grubby going all at it. Alright, so I'm guessing we'll see a bit more of an orthodox strategy from Grubby this game, because I don't think it's going to be in his interests to lose the game, right?
It's actually possible Grubby realized the same thing as Optimus and is going for the lose.
Really?
Yeah, he also has to only beat. If he wins, he still has to beat Snovsky. If he loses, he has to beat the winner of that set once.
No, but still going into a match in which you're the favorite and then going for this kind of a strategy, I'm not sure. We could, of course. But you know, it's a risk. I think for Optimus it's less of a risk than for Grubby.
But why is it a risk? He has to beat the winner of Optimus Snovsky.
Well,
anyway.
losing this first game means, let me say that, because of course it's only a 3-match group today, of course.
The only thing,
Yeah.
the only thing that matters is the seeding.
You're completely
at this
right.
point.
You're completely right.
So maybe Grubby thought the same thing as Optimus and is just playing stupid shit. so he doesn't like if he has to play Optimus again, he won't have to. He won't be blind countered.
Right. Well, yeah, for both of them it makes sense, but like you said, the seeding at the main event, of course, doesn't matter, because 2 of these 3 players will be invited to Epicon in Den Bosch at the finals of the Dutch StarCraft League, and whoever finishes first in their group will get favorable seeding compared to those who finished second.
Yeah,
so
okay.
that does play a role.
But if I'm Grubby and I'm going to the Dutch StarCraft League, I'm playing to win. I'm not playing to have favorable seeding and get to the round of 4. I'm playing to be first, so I'm gonna have to beat everyone at the live event anyway.
Right. Well.
So why not make my chances as high as possible to go to the live event?
Very good. Very good. This I don't think these kind of mechanics have ever been discussed on the Dutch StarCraft League stream, because we hardly ever have like real competitive level players casting. So it's fun to get these kind of this kind of information. And you're right, looking at it from a player perspective, they might as well go wonky builds now and lose, and because they have to beat Snovsky either way.
There's a chance he even wins with the wonky builds too. It's not like he's like I say throwing, but it's not throwing the game. He's choosing strategies that have maybe a lower percentage of working, but will give him a higher percentage of winning the second series.
Right. Okay, so what's going on in this game?
Optimus is doing a mine drop with Hellions or just a Hellion Marine push. I'm not sure. I'm not a Terran expert in build orders, but it looks like a mine drop, but he's making Hellions, so it's probably Hellion Marine.
Alright, and Grubby's now moving out with his mothership core for his scouting and a bit of harassment purposes, or what can you do with the mothership core?
He's just gonna scout, I think. Like harass, maybe he kills like 1 unit, but it's mainly to see if he can find out what his opponent is doing.
He does have a stalker and Zell up there. That's quite a significant force.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I think he doesn't have enough anti-air. He needs to make a Viking maybe to stop this. I think unless Optimus cancels his medevacs and makes a Viking, he might just. No, 2 Marines pop. He should be okay, actually.
Wow. Still quite close, because if Grubby was able to take out all the anti-air and those Marines didn't pop
If
out.
his Stalker lives and his Mothership Core lives, then the second Stalker comes and it becomes very hard for him to defend the Mothership Core. But because the 2 Marines popped just in time, it was okay in the end.
Oh, I like this. Optimus is actually repairing his Hellion.
Yeah, repairing is a lot cheaper than making a new one.
Yeah.
Like repairing is like 20. It's like 25% less of the cost of making.
Okay.
Like,
So repairing a unit from basically 0 to 100% only costs 75% of making a new one.
I think so. I'm not 100% on that, but I think so.
Alright, so we see the drop coming up. There's no mines in there, but of course some Marines and 2 Hellions.
Grubby has an Oracle about to be done, and 2 Stalkers and a Mothership Core for an overcharge is going to do absolutely nothing, and I think this is pretty terrible for Optimus.
Okay. Do you think he just wants to trigger photon overcharge and then run off?
He wants to, but Grubby won't even. Like,
Okay.
there's no point for Grubby to trigger overcharge.
Okay. Alright, so that is harassment done, but here comes the Oracle, like you said. And let's see how the defense is, because I don't think Optimus scouted that there was actually, let's check Optimus' vision. Here we go. And Optimus did not see any Stargate or whatever was
So
going on.
absolutely nothing.
So
And his Marines
here
are
comes it.
still on the other side of the map. I think this might just be over.
Wow, okay. This Oracle is going to do a lot of damage. Let's keep it selected. We see he got 3 kills now. Optimus is trying to do damage on the other side. Actually, no, he's not.
He does have a Viking, but
Okay.
the Marines actually got... Are those the Marines from... I think the Marines got back home, so he's going to defend for now. This is not
Okay.
too bad,
The
actually.
Oracle only got 3 kills. And now, of course, 5, but some of those were Marines. Not too much damage done to the economy.
Very true.
Right. Grubby's not letting off the pressure, by the way. There's more coming up.
Yeah, he's got... I think he was making 2 extra gates, so he's on 3 gates and a Stargate.
4 gates and
He
a
has
Stargate.
4 gates and a Stargate, so he's pretty all in with this. I'm curious if this will work. I don't usually see these kind of pushes, but it seems like Grubby is going for what we were talking about, just going for the all-ins to make his chances better.
Right, because you would say this is not like a standard build.
No, not at all.
Okay, this looks to be over, right? I mean,
Yeah, I think
yeah, he's got
Optimus is really dead.
Right, okay, here come the SCVs to defend, but I don't think it's going to be enough, and if you're defending with SCVs and losing them, it's going to harm your chances in the future. Hurt your chances.
Well, he has too many Stalkers, and for every like 2 Marines and a tank that Optimus will have, Grubby will 4 more Stalkers or 4 more Zealots. Like
Right.
the Warpins will just overrun him eventually.
Yeah, okay. So a tank pops out. Tank, of course, good against the armored units, but tank actually gets lifted, and that's GG, alright? So that's 1-1 in this best of 3.